Well, howdy, folks. Welcome back to the Booshakalaka podcast. I'm your host, Tiffany, joined by my co-host, Pierre.
You're supposed to be ridding me of my enemies. Instead, they're mightier than ever, showing up on my doorstep, disrespecting me, digging up my enemies. When I plan a fat-ass crack a bitch, I expect her to stay planted. I come back up like goddamn ragweed.
The Blackening.
American Horror Story Coven.
Oh, no. All I remember from that is Balenciaga.
That's actually really good.
Thank
My
you.
goodness.
I practiced it today.
What you been up to?
Well,
You in a
folks,
different location?
Yes. I will be coming at you with a different location all the time. Coming at you with a different hairstyle. I have started my lock journey.
Woo!
We are all so this style, guys. Get used to it.
How long will it last? That's the question.
This style, I'm hoping till my retwist in 3 weeks. So
okay.
Hopefully that'll work for me. So you can't get any blacker than locks. That's why we're doing the blackening, guys.
Wow.
The synopsis is 7 friends go away for the weekend only to find themselves trapped in a cabin with a killer who has a vendetta. They must pit their street smarts and knowledge of horror movies against the murderer to stay alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
We start this movie with Saturday Night Live caliber jokes from Jay. What was his last name? Jay
Farrow.
From Jay. What happened to Jay Farrow? Where is he?
I honestly don't know because he was really popular like a few years ago, but I don't know if it was like a pandemic kind of thing. Like I just don't see him as much anymore.
It just seemed like, it's like stars get really big on SNL and then they're like, okay, I've been offered this TV show with NBC or CBS. And then they disappear. Maybe they're working behind the scenes. Maybe he's writing. I'm pretty sure he's doing something. But I haven't seen him in anything mainstream. And
no.
But he's in this movie. It's him and Molly, old bitch ass.
Thank God. I fucking hate Molly and
Oh, the character Molly. We have no problems with Yvonne Orji. We have no problems with her.
She know I don't like Molly. Every time she posts something, I say, I don't like Molly. So we start the movie off at a cabin in the woods. The last house on the left.
Correct.
And they're basically doing a reunion. It's like a group of friends and they're doing a reunion. They don't say what kind. They don't say what reunion though. It's like the 10th anniversary. They do? Oh, but that's not a reunion. That's just a Juneteenth cabin trip. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not a reunion. But I don't know how long it's been since they all saw each other. But yeah. So what's her name? Michelle, Monica? It's like Morgan. Morgan and her husband Sean, they are there first, of course, setting everything up. Now, Sean tries to scare her because they don't watch our reviews, so they don't understand we don't play like that. Like, stop. I don't understand this thing where we gotta, look, why we gotta scare each other? Like, can't we just, have a good time? I don't know. But, he takes her to the back, and, it's like this game room. And they find the game, The Blackening. And the minute they open it up, they're like, hell nah, because it's this pickaninny, jigaboo, blackface Sambo. And yeah, it's a little racist. And they don't, they talk about playing the game, but then the game just starts. Like, the thing just starts talking and just starts saying, all right, tell me what black person died in the movie. And so the object of the game is just like all these black, these questions that are black culture centered, and you're supposed to be able to answer it if you're black. And they get the answers wrong, and I'm like, how are you getting these easy ass answers wrong? Like, what black person survived? And they say Jada and
Pinkett.
Omar and Scream too. That's like at the beginning, which they call out that they died at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
But it's like she immediately calls it out. Like, they're the first ones who died in the movie, and there was a little inside joke breaking the fourth wall. Like, they couldn't afford them, and that's yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's just like it immediately goes left because they don't answer it right, and then bam, lights go out, and the door, of course, is locked to the game room, so they can't get out. But then Sean gets shot in the neck with a arrow. So, I mean, once you get shot in the neck, I ain't got time. This is not Anaconda. Once something in the neck happens, I'm leaving you there because you're pretty much done, and you're going to have to just accept your fate.
Right.
And then the killer walks up to Morgan, and she tries to fight him off a little bit. She's punching him, but I mean, it ain't really doing much. And then she falls, and he drags her off in the dark. Boom. Mm-hmm. And then we get the opening sequence. And then we're introduced to the rest of the friend group. And it's a lot of black people.
All right. I got the names if you need them.
So Allison, Dwayne, Lisa. Those three are riding to the cabin. And then Shanika? Mm-hmm. Is it Shanika? Shanika's riding by herself. She stopped at the gas station. She getting stalked because hurry up and buy. And she runs in. That sounded just like her.
Drink $2. Give me money.
So she runs into Clifton. Okay, this part made me scream when he was like, my Hyundai broke down. I was like, what the? I had to turn on the closed captions. I was like, what the hell? A Hyundai? Like, what the? My Hyundai broke down. Hyundai. But no, he's talking about his Hyundai, but he's talking about Hyundai. I'm like, what the? Yeah, he's like a nerdy sort of outcast. I don't understand why they invited him, but he says Morgan invited him. And so him and Shanika ended up riding together because I think his car broke down or something like that. He's weird. I don't have time for him.
And now when this weird storekeeper in there just staring at them, those white storekeeper, making them very uncomfortable. I don't want you to glaze over that.
No, and he has one eye, and I want you to glaze over that. Fetty Wap. Now.
Come my way.
Oh, but anyway, so on their way there is a little bit of tension because Dwayne like, who all gonna be there? Very much so like me, cause who all gonna be there?
Let me know, baby,
because I might turn around. Y'all might have to drop me off, and he doesn't want Nambi there. So Nambi's damn it, Allison's ex-boyfriend, and he cheated on her. So there's there's tension there.
But he is a friend. It was a big friend group, and then they cheat. That makes it tough. Like,
that does make it tough.
Friends be your So,
but I've also I relate a lot to this character just because most of my friends are straight women, which beautiful relationships. Well, not the past ones, but that happens a lot. Like it's very hard to watch your female friends. I'm only saying female because women friends didn't sound right, but it's I don't say female, y'all. It's very hard to watch.
For you to have said that wrong, but I'm like, it's hard watching females, blah, 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 blah. When you put friend at the end of it, it made it acceptable.
You got to be careful. But I get you. Look, bitch, it's hard to watch your friends get mistreated by men. It's it's just a very different kind of experience, especially because they don't ever leave when they're supposed to. So I get
something that they don't.
Yes, it's very easier for though the gayness. It's very easy to see a man for who he is, and women be having these rose-colored lenses on, and girl, bye.
Just like when your mama tell you don't mess with him, and you like, oh, he ain't like that. She was right.
She was right. So they have that tension because he don't know that they done got back together, and they do this thing in this movie where they have the character like the girls have looks. Like, they look at each other and they just know what each other's thinking. I don't know if that's real. I don't have time for it. Women are more spiritual.
Theirs was a little too intricate, but mine will kind of be like, we see somebody that look like, that's a mess. Like, it'll be like that. It'll be like, that's a mess. Or, ooh, that look good. Something like that. It's not, hey, what you doing over there? I don't know. I'm going to get some Popeyes. I think I'm going to go get Papados. It's not that intricate in my friend group. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lisa,
that's a big pay.
Let us know.
Okay, that's a big spending difference. But anyway, so they all arrive, and there is I was about to call him a damn Coast Guard, a ranger there harassing their other friend, King. Ooh, man. And
King, the light-skinned brother.
Yes. Oof. You gotta watch Snowfall. But
okay.
he's getting harassed by the ranger because he's like, he's not supposed to be here, and they'll, and of course, this whole kind of thing, like, you're not supposed to be here. How are you here? They don't usually rent to black people. So they have to defuse him, and then he goes along on his way. And they greet him. So King is like, he used to be a thug. He married an Armenian woman, so he's like chilled out. He's all about peace now. Okay, whatever. And then here come Namdi. I don't know either, but here come Namdi, and he looking just as African. I hate him. He's just so dark-skinned and chocolatey, and got a blemish on his skin, just muscular. Get out of my face.
I thought I was in enemy territory for a moment. I really thought I was about to say, hold on now, brother. Hold on, brother.
No, I don't like fine people. Just go away. Go sit down. Nobody likes you. Yeah, and Dwayne's pissed, and he got an attitude immediately. So Allison pop him a gummy, but yes, a gummy, edible, and she telling him to chill out.
I thought she gave him.
Was it Molly?
Molly.
Oh, I thought it was an edible. Okay, I thought somebody took an edible.
I mean,
and so they get in the house. Morgan and them ain't there, but they had a voicemail from Morgan saying, a text message saying they would be back. Like they left and they'd be back. This reminded me of that summer camp movie when they had the note and they were like, we'll be back later.
What the hell was that movie called?
One Hell of a Summer? Hell of a Summer.
Hell of a Summer, yes. Guys,
let me tell you something.
Previous review, if you want to go back into the vault, to the
correct.
Vault.
Let me tell you something, friends. If you say we going here, you better be here when I get there. And I'm not playing these games that you went out. No, we all going together.
What a location.
I don't do all that.
Especially
we left.
Cabin in the woods. You get in my location.
Man, this just make me jitter. So they all there. They about to play spades. This has been a big thing. Spades. They playing spades. And I'm about to fuck you up. Dwayne get fucked up. He start getting naked, and then he got to go change his clothes to clothes that are not his. And Shanika comes. She scare him. She come through the door with Clifton. They be calling him Carlton. Everybody is shocked that he's there. He's like, Morgan invited me. Why are you here? Why is your mouth that way? Stop talking to me. And like he went like, y'all gonna teach me how to play spades? He's like, hell no. If you don't know how to play spades, you can't play. It's over with. And I don't know how to play spades. I'm not about to get into the discussion. I'm not trying to know. I'll watch y'all play it all day, but I don't know what's going on. Now, if you want dominoes. I know
how to play spades, but people be cheating, so.
See,
like
that's
girls,
I don't even.
During the game of spades, the girls were looking at each other like, "Girl, you got a king? You got a club? But you know I ain't got no club." That you might be able to do something like that because it's a very short sentence that they were saying. But yes, they're playing, they're having fun. The power go out, boom. It's on and popping. This is a horror movie. Don't forget. And they go to find the power box. And they end up finding the game. What?
Speaking of our old reviews, I do love how they made a reference to People Under the Stairs at the beginning of the movie. That I was like, oh, we did that one.
Yeah, People Under the Stairs. Previous Booshakalaka review. Please go watch it. It was amazing. Fool is a fool, and Ving Rhames was on a holiday, and they find the Blackening game down in a room that they find the Blackening game.
I have a read.
They pick up the pieces that like kind of correlate to their personalities, and then the voice starts coming up talking about, we're keeping Morgan prisoner. You have to play this game, or you're never gonna find your friend again. And they're like, a lot of back and forth. Bitch, I ain't playing this game. This is stupid. Da 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 da. Guess what? They start playing the game. We start out with black culture, and they are hitting it. Yeah,
I was very surprised they got the
second verse in Lift
of the Black National Anthem. Absolutely not, because I know it, but it's like there you have to be in a particular space to know it constantly. Like our Head Start was all black and stuff, so yeah, of course I knew it then. But they weren't playing that shit in regular school, so it's like. No. I know Lift Every Vote, like I know the tune and everything, but you talk about verses. I'm dying. I'm sorry. Don't count on me. And, and then they got the friends question was funny too, because it was just like, they're like, who name 5 black characters on Friends? And everybody's like, we didn't watch Friends, but then they keep listing black characters who on Friends, and then Nabi like, wait, so y'all did watch that show? Like, that was funny. I thought that was
the only one I knew was Aisha Tyler.
Exactly. I was like,
I've never watched Friends, guys. I think I've watched one solid episode, and it didn't gather me like it needed to. So I
and
haven't revisited it.
watched Living Single, which was the for real Friends.
Yes, of course,
Yes.
we did do that. But since they answer the Friends question, and the game says, "Ah, you're black. You're not supposed to know any answers about Friends." And then Morgan is attacked. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. So they're able to see Morgan on like a CCTV, and then Morgan is attacked on there, and they have to sacrifice one of their own, who they deem is the blackest out of all of them. That person will be sacrificed. And
Wait.
everybody comes up with a defense on why they can't be, because like you got Lisa, she's like, "Oh, I'm only half black," you know, blah 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 blah, and they end up nominating Clifton because they're all
he
really
voted
not
for
cool with him.
he voted for Trump twice. Really, that's really why.
Yeah. And then he says, I mean, he probably would have voted a third time, but this movie came out before we were able to. People were able to vote. Spoiler alert: I did not. All 3 times, I did not. I never will. Spoiler alert: and I never will. So they kick Clifton the fuck outside. Like they were like, "Wait, you really gotta go."
Yeah. And he gets he's out there, and no. The funniest part was before he was going outside, he slapped King. And I'm like, what is, like, it was just, it was so random. I
understand why he didn't hit him back.
Well,
he was so taken aback, like,
well,
I cannot believe that this happened to me.
I think we went in the wrong order. But, yeah, because, so Morgan, they're about to decapitate Morgan, but her wig comes off. So she starts, and then she kicks the killer and she escapes. So she's running up the stairs, and they're like, oh, she's in the basement because she's knocking on the door. So they all run out of the room that has magically opened, and they're like trying to open the door, but they can't. And the Mr. Reformed King actually did bring his gun because he still is a gangster, low-key, and he tries to shoot the doorknob. But the killer's coming up, and like the door opens slowly, but they don't see her. And then the killer opens the door, and he shoots King in the shoulder with an arrow. So they have to drag him off, and then they're trying to close the door on him. Well, Shanika's the only one trying to help close the door on him. Now, you know, they pulling the thing out of King, and now they end up, who ends up grabbing the knife? Dwayne? No. Allison ends up grabbing the knife. Dwayne's helping Shanika push the door on the killer, and Allison stabs him in the foot with the knife, and then they close the door. Fine. But then they go right into the living room, and the killer come back and he shoots King again in the same spot where he got hit with the arrow. Now, Lisa tries to take the arrow out of him and stabs herself. Girl, you're doing too much. Stop. So they have to run back into the game room to protect themselves from the killer at that point. And that's when they vote. They have to play the game again, and they vote to kick Clifton out. So when Clifton goes out...
Don't worry, I'm going to edit it. So
okay.
Go back to where Clifton went outside.
Yeah. So Clifton goes outside, and he gets shot with an arrow, and they see him on the CCTV. Like Tiffany said, like, there are cameras all around, and they just can see, like, they're showing them on the TV in the game room. So Clifton's dead, and that's all it's going to be. Now...
Somehow they get out of the room?
The door's open. I mean, at this point, Nambi is pissed, so he throw the game down, he throw it on the ground and break it and everything. Like, because, I mean, what's the point? They get into the living room, and they all grab these weapons, and they like, well, you know, King is injured, Lisa's injured, they don't want to say it, but Scooby-Doo, it's time to split up. So half of them are going to go try to leave and go get help because their cars are done. Their cars got slammed with arrows in the tire, so they can't escape by car. So they're going to try to... They're going to try to... Okay. They do try to get out the window, Tiffany. They do try to throw something at the window, but the glass is like the glass in 13 Ghosts. Another review in the Booshakalaka podcast. You can go over. So they can't get out there. So they like, okay, half of us are going to go this way. Half of us are going to go that way. We're going to try to go get help. So, Dwayne, Nambi, and Allison all go one way. And the rest of them go another way. Now, this is when it gets odd, because Huh.
They run into Ranger White.
Oh yeah. So Nambi and them, Nambi, Dwayne, and Allison, they run into the Ranger. Ranger White.
Yeah, Ranger White.
Yeah. Okay. So, and he's basically like, he gives them this full ally speech. He's like, "Look, I'm not like that. I'm a good white guy."
I voted for Obama 3 times. If I could.
Right, and you know what? I wouldn't if you invited me to the cookout. I wouldn't come because then I knew that it would make a black space, a not a safe space because a white person's there. Like just all the right answers. So they was like, okay, you cool. So they go with him to his car, but then like they get in the car and they don't immediately drive off. He has to go investigate a damn suspicious noise or something.
He hears like a zombie walk on a stick in
Right. So
Walking Dead.
They all up in the car and the ranger come and they scared because they find a mask, like the same mask that the killer's wearing. They find it in his car and they lock the door and they like, oh no, you ain't getting in. He like, it's just no. He's trying to set me up. It's no. And then bam, he gets stabbed in the neck. He's gone. Mm-hmm. So then they all run out, but the killer is steady shooting arrows at them with a crossbow. Those are fast. So Dwayne's like, go y'all, save yourself. I'll distract him. And they leave him. He like, I wasn't being fucking serious. So he's in a predicament. Now the other ones, they go through the forest. Now, mind you, Lisa is high because her edible done kicked in. I mean, no, she took Adderall. And so she's like super focused, but it's kicking in. Now, this was Shanika. They get to a river, and Shanika's like, I'm going to swim. I guess she's the only one who could swim at that point. Mm-hmm. But she's just swimming across to go get help. Now, in the midst of this, the other killer comes, because it's 2 of them. So, King was hiding in a tree, but he jumped down on the killer, and baby, I don't know how he's doing this with one shoulder. I don't know how it feels, but I imagine it feels like a stab wound, like an arrow through you twice. But he's whipping this killer ass, like he's knocking the hell out of him. But of course, the killer stabbed him in the leg this time with one of the arrows, so he about to die. Lisa trying to come back, and she's trying to swim back, but you know how swimming is. Now, Allison grabbed some arrows, put them between her fingernails like she's fucking Wolverine. I'm sorry, Lisa. Yes. Yeah, Lisa. She put these arrows between her fingers like she's Wolverine, and she becomes Oren Ishii, the bride, all of them. She doing flips and kicks and beating his ass. She's slashing gas, cutting holes in his ass.
Adderall did that to you.
Hello. Okay. Maybe she's just super focused and she knows how to fight. But yeah, she starts beating his ass, and then they end up. She stabs him in the stomach. Yeah, he dies. And but they're like, hey,
she bashes his brains in.
Oh,
Lisa.
Is that the one she bashed? I thought they bashed the other one in the house.
Oh, well, they kill. Oh, Allison King and Shanika kill the first one, and they take off the mask, and it's the clerk that Shanika saw at the gas station. The second one, she bashes the head in, and that's when they find out that it's that person's twin brother, and they, excuse me, they found out that somebody hired the 2 of them to be there to do this. So they're like, okay, who is this third person? Who is this person that is masterminding all of this shit? Because it wasn't these 2. Because we don't even fucking know these people. Why would they be upset with us? Like, what would they do? What would they do? And then this is the final girl circuit where they go back into the house and they find all the bodies. I hate the final.
Quite literally. I hate Allison covered in guts and stuff. But yeah, that throw up part was disgusting though. When he threw up on him from the vent and he felt. So they end up going down into the basement where they see and Clifton's body's at the table, and then another
is there too.
Yeah. And they're both dead and they're just sitting at the table. So then the TV comes on and they're watching the footage, and they're like, what the hell's going on? And then they see somebody dumping 2 bodies down into a big well, because there's a well in there. And when he turns, it's Clifton in the camera. And they're like, what the hell? And then Clifton pop up, and he like, I got C4 in here. Don't try anything. Because they still have, the weapons and the crossbow.
Did you know he was the killer? I did. I knew
when did you know?
She met him at the gas station, and she said that they invited him there. And she was like, I knew that.
Okay.
And then the fact that he didn't die in front of everybody, I knew then.
Well, he died on the camera. That's why I wasn't.
I knew then. And when they took, because I was like 90% sure it was him, for real. And then when they said it, I said, yeah.
Well, I'm just out of it. So yeah. And the reason behind this whole scheme to hire the twin brothers to kill them is because at the last reunion, they were playing spades, and he couldn't play spades. So he reneged, and then Shanika was like, "Your black card revoked." So he just started drinking, and then he left the party, and he hit someone. So he went to prison for 4 years. 4 years for manslaughter? That was hilarious. And he blames them for that, and they're like, 4 years for manslaughter. 4 years for manslaughter is crazy. And so he blames them for that because they wouldn't let him play spades. But my thing is, he was like, "Oh, and I thought y'all had changed." Remember when he asked to play spades again at the beginning of the movie? But it's like, you had already killed Morgan and Sean. Like, you had already, so
right. You
never
didn't give them a chance to redeem themselves. You didn't even try.
That part I was like, well then, what was the fucking point? So, and then we get into a scuffle, and they try to, the lights go off because, now, mind you, Lisa and King are still upstairs, and they can see everything happening on the screen. So they're like touching shit and breaking shit. So they cut the lights off basically. So they're able to get the one up on him, but it's dark. So he does end up trying to shoot Allison, and Nambi steps in and protects her because he loves her. He's trying to change from
girl.
his old ways. He tried to make up with Dwayne. That whole thing, So this was so the lights go off, and Dwayne trying to struggle with him, and now Shanika has the bow and arrow, but it's dark and she can't see. So she's like, "Dwayne, say something." He's like, where are you at? He's like, "I'm on the right." And then Clifton is like, the left. Like, so they're confusing her in the dark. So she's like, "Dwayne, say something gay." He's like, "How? That is so offensive. How fucking dare you?" She's like, "Got it." And she shoots Clifton with the bow and arrow, and he falls into the well and dies. So everybody's saved. They all make up. Dwayne and Allison were a little upset because he felt like, "Oh, you only fool with me because I help you when your breakups," and but they all come together, and they're like, "Should we call the police?" And everybody laughs because no, that'll make it worse. But instead, they called the fire department, and they're just outside getting high. Dwayne done changed his outfit, and then the fire department comes and hoses them down like it's the 1960s. And that
was the only part of the movie I didn't like. That was like...
It reminded me of a Scary Movie ending, though. Like how the cars...
It was very gag.
Yeah.
It was a gag.
Yeah. So, that's The Blackening.
The Blackening.
Yeah.
The Blackening. I give The Blackening a 4.
I'm very surprised you gave it a 4.
It's because I laughed. I thought it was fun.
There was some very fun parts. They could
do a sequel, and it doesn't even have to have the same cast. It could be black people again. We're not all a monolith. We are all very different. The black people in this, besides Clifton, they were kind of pretty much the same. They kind of had the same characteristics. There weren't like really any.
It was easy to tell they were friends. They were definitely.
Yes. It wasn't like, why would this person be hanging out with this person? Like, there were no real alternative black people. It'd be nice to just take a play out of those books. I don't really hang out with black alternative people. I would love to see a black alternative person, horror movie, comedy, anything. I know the people like me, which is kind of like the people in The Blackening. So yeah, like I would enjoy that. But like, think back to like when The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl, the show that Issa Rae did before Insecure. I related wholeheartedly to the people in The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl. I didn't really relate to the people in Insecure, which is why I enjoyed that. I liked Insecure. I didn't think it was bad. It was a good show, but I related more to the other people. They were more my type of black person. They had the black experience that I had, and I would love to see that with different groups of black people. I would love to see that as friends. Because you don't really get that when you think about it. Name a black alternative movie. Write down in the comments
Well,
if you've seen one. Let me
yeah,
know.
because you will be here. Because no,
I will put that on our list to review. I would love to see it. Like they have
because
like
anytime
one
you
friend,
see
you got
somebody,
the one black friend in the craft.
exactly. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
Anytime
like,
you see a black person that's different than the monolith, it's like they're not around all black people. They're around people who are not black.
Correct. I want to.
But I know those people exist, and I know they hang around black
Yes,
people.
like
That's why I'm
somebody out
like,
there, write that story. I can't give you that experience because that hasn't been my experience. That'd be kind of tough for me. But I would love to see it. But yes, the Blackening for me gets 4. What about you?
I'll give it a 4 too. It is funny. Like, it's very funny. It's not like, I mean, they have horror elements, but they try, like, it. I don't know how to describe it, like, because it's not gonna be like a Scream, but it's like, you obviously know it's a comedy, but it's like a comedy because it's how we would act in those situations. It's just it's very interesting, and I thought it was really well done. So shout out to Dwayne Perkins. But yeah, I'll give it a 4 as well. It's pretty good. I could see myself watching it annually, like, because even watching it a second time, I had fun. I laughed still. So yeah, it was cool. I do agree with you. I think we should try to diversify just the types of black people, like, because though you may not be the same type of black person because you're black, I mean, it's just, I don't know, you just feel comfortable. Like, it's easy for me. Like, I don't care if you have on nail polish and a leather jacket. I'm still going to hang out with you because we have the same interests. Like, I'm a nerd, so I like hanging around other nerdy people. Right. So, that, I mean, you know.
But it's not like I wouldn't get along with said.
Right, exactly. So, I want to see that. I want to see us interacting with different black people. Yes, I agree.
And not, like, bashing them for being different.
Right, just like.
I don't want to see that shit. We're too old for that. Like.
Exactly. So make that sequel happen. So yeah, that's the Blackening.
That is the Blackening. Yeah. So we will see you next time when we review Cruel Intentions. Not that
our YouTube request.
The actual movie from. Do you remember from who?
No.
We'll
I didn't know you were gonna put me on the spot.
We'll
shout you out in the episode. I'll put you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.
He probably said no seasoning.
Oh, she running from the snake. And there's like a I don't know, a smokestack. And so she's trying to go up the smokestack and go out. And he's like, if you get it up there, I think I can blow it up. So it comes undone from the little pickaxe. So then he grabs like a chain and wraps it around. He pours the gas out, and I thought
it was like a fire hose. I thought it was a hose.
It was something like that, that he grabbed. And he lit the hose on fire. I'm talking about he grabbed the snake with the chain, and then he lit the hose on fire after he dumped a lot of the gas that we need out on the floor. And then he lights it, and Terry can't get out. She's talking about, wait, he like, I already lit it. You better hit it on the sides. And she managed.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
She gets out, and then she's like hanging down. He's like, and he outside. He escaped. He said, you gotta jump. She's talking about, it's too high. He said, the girl, if you don't jump in this motherfucking water, baby, that snake blow up. She let go and jump in that water. That whole snake is on fire. It's in the water, still chasing her.
It sounded like a woman when it screamed. No! That's what it sounded like.
She's trying to swim. The snake's still coming after her, and then it does sort of go out in the water. Ice Cube had to call it a bitch. And so they think it's over. They walk in. This snake come up out of the pier, still trying to smoke.
Told you. Her babies. But Daddy take that axe.
Bam! Calls it a bitch again.
Bitch made hoe. They get back on the boat. And
somehow Kale is healed.
Hey, I'm so much better. I wasn't getting up till you motherfuckers killed that snake. That's all. I wasn't gonna say nothing. But I wasn't gonna get up. They're floating down the river, and they actually see the Shirashama tribe.
Yeah, they come
Amazing.
out. And he's like, and then he has the nerve to say, Saron was right. And they start filming, and that's the end of the movie.
Roll tape. These 3 were the only 3 that were close because Danny went to school with Terry.
Yeah.
And Terry was dating Kale. Yeah. So they didn't really give 2 shits about everybody else, clearly.
Yeah. And I'm not even going to give these.
They cared more about Mateo than Denise. Because they never said, where's Denise?
They never did. And I'm not even going to give these characters too much because it's not a slasher. There's only so much you can do with when nature's involved. So I can't say, oh, you acted dumb. I don't know what the fuck to do with a big ass snake come at me. So, I mean.
You just literally try to survive. And like I said, no matter if you're fighting something that you don't know what it is, always go for the eyes. Because if you can blind them, you maybe could get away.
But see, even like snakes smell with their mouth, so I don't even know. Like I would,
I don't know what to do. Cut a snake. I'm gonna think to try to cut it in half because they don't have bones.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna think. I could, if I have a something strong, I could cut it in half. But anyway, that's Anaconda, guys. I'm gonna give Anaconda a 3, just smack dab in the middle. I went to the movie theaters and saw this. Yeah,
that's not unbelievable. Movies used to be $2. But
no, baby, it was 75 cents if I went to the silver screen over there in Biloxi.
Are you
or $1.50 at the Hardy Court on Wednesdays.
God, I miss the 90s.
Summer, we stayed in the movies during the summer because it was hot too. That's hot and muggy.
Yeah, that's why I brought up. That's why they could have 200 movies come out a year. But
yeah, I like the acting was fine. I like a creature feature. I love creature movies. I like low budget creature features. Amazing. So this was. I mean, I can't say this was the best movie, but because I don't watch too many quotable lines. Like I need some quotes. But I still enjoyed it. It was a good watch. So yeah, 3 for me. What about you?
3 for me as well. It's a good movie. I mean, quotables, asshole in one. I don't know, but
Oh, I did laugh when Danny told Kale, you kind of look like Jacques Cousteau, and he said something in French. And he's like, yeah, whatever the hell that means.
Yeah,
I did chuckle at that part. I chuckled, but I mean, it's not.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have quotables, and it is very short. But I mean, it's a classic. The practical effects were really good. Like the snake was really. Now the sequels with the CGI, get away from me. But they did
a lot of money on that snake.
They did it. They did their best. So I do appreciate that. So yeah, it's a 3. I can watch it again.
Well, all right, guys, that was Anaconda. Next week we're going to be reviewing. Let me try to get the title: A Nightmare on Elm Street 2: Freddy's Revenge. We're going to do that one. Oh, I hated that. Ew. All right, bye. See you then. Where did you hide it, Dan? Please be sure to send us your requests at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter X, Booshakalakapod. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram at Booshakalakapodcast.